Hi, let me put my earpiece on. Hi, good afternoon, guys. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I'm just greeting you according to your time zone. Thank you guys for joining me today. My name is Chris, and I'm the owner of ANC Candles and Car Air Fresheners. So, today I want to show you guys how you can use the heat transfer paper and your cardstock. This this one, or if you have the circular one, you can use the same technique I'm going to show you. But what I'm going to be showing you today will be for the rectangular one. Okay. Um, Also, you can use a square one if you have a square one, but I'll be showing you the rectangular one, which will be done this way. All right. So the heat transfer paper that I have, I've had this for a long time and I didn't use much of it. So this is the heat transfer paper I have. It says for t-shirt, but you can use it for your card freshener. You can use that definitely because I used to use it. So I got this from Office Max when it was, I think it's still Office Max. I don't know which one merged, Office Depot, Office Max. One of them merged to each other. So this is the one I'm using. It comes in a full scarf. And I just want to point out something to you guys. So it comes like this, okay? So we'll be printing on this side. The printing on this side, not on this side. This is the back, this is the front, okay? And you can get this on Amazon, you can get this on Staples, Walmart, and any printing place you can find. I think you can get something like this. I just want to point out the important thing. You can see it says here, iron on. That's what it says there. All right, so that's what you want to look for. And make sure if you're using inkjet from your house, make sure you're buying the one for inkjet. If you use the one for laser, it might not work, okay? It might not work. So you want to use the one for inkjet. If you look at this, where does it say that? I know it says it somewhere. Code peel transfer for cotton poly blend and inkjet printer. Inkjet printer, that's what you're going to use, okay? Inkjet. I've said it again. There is, I think they sell one for laser, so you can use one for laser. Somebody from the group actually showed me a picture of her printer for laser, and the one she wanted to buy, I think from Amazon, it's also a laser. So I told her she can go ahead and buy that. And I'm also glad that people are actually going into, taking actions with this, and it's going to really make a difference. Once you know how to do this, you will start printing more. Okay. All right, guys, let's get started without further ado. See you guys on my computer. I will show you guys how to do the mirror image. I'll show you guys how to print the mirror image and how to apply everything, okay, in this video. I don't want the video to be long, so I'm going to jump right in and we can get started. See you guys on my computer. All right, guys, we are on my computer now. I hope you guys can see this, and I hope the volume is loud enough for you guys. For some reason, my late previous videos have been having low volumes. I don't know why. Never used to happen like this, but I hope you guys can hear this clearly. If you can, great. Okay, if you don't hear it clearly, please let me know. So what you're looking at here is a software that I use called Inkscape. Inkscape is a open source software that is very good for a lot of designing. If you're doing vector design especially, it's kind of what they use for an alternative for what they call it, AI, what they call it, Power Photoshop, Illustrator. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it IA or AI? One of that. Okay. So I don't use Photoshop. I don't really know how to use that, but I know how to use this software to suit what I want to use it for at that particular time. I'm not an expert or a pro using this software, but I use it to accomplish the things that I need them to accomplish for me. Okay, so if you know how to use Inkscape, you can go ahead and use that. If you haven't used Inkscape before, you can download it, and there are tons of videos on YouTube that you can learn the basics from. Okay, but if you don't want to use Inkscape, that's fine. You can use whatever software that you have on your computer, or whatever online software photo editor that you have on your computer, or you can find online. You can use any of those. They will work the same way. The reason I'm using Inkscape is because I've mastered the way it works for me. I've mastered the way to manipulate the images and move them the way I want to move them freely, and I know exactly what I want from it. But never to worry, because I've also included in this video, in the description, where you can download this particular template. Okay, you can download this for free in the description. But I'm using, instead of using this software to open it, I decided to use what they call it, Microsoft Word. So if I go on Microsoft Word, this is what it is. So this is what you will be downloading, just the templates, not the picture, because you're going to have your own pictures. Okay, all right, not the pictures, just the template. So the reason I'm giving you this template is because I want you to be able to have that measurement of your cardstock. Right now, the cardstock I showed you guys previously on this video, in the beginning of this video, it was measured 7 by 10 centimeters, okay, which is 2.7 inches by 3.9 inches, so almost 3 by 4. Okay, so that's what the cardstock is. That's what it is. So instead of using that exact same size of the cardstock to measure these lines, what I did, let me go back here so I can explain it better. So this is the same size as this. All right? Okay. So instead of using that cardstock size of 2.7 by 3.9 inches, I've expanded this one a little bit. So now I'm using 3 by 4.2 for this line, this rectangle here. Okay, I'm using 3 inches by 4.2. However, your cardstock will be 2.7 by 3.9. The reason I'm doing this is for you to have extra space, so when you do your heat transfer, your paper here, this rectangle here, will be able to cover the whole of your cardstock, so you can have one even color around your cardstock. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, and also this image right here, I got it from the internet, from a free what they call it, Creative Commons kind of public domain image, so you won't have issues when you start selling your product. Do not sell your product with Google Images. Do not do that, because you could get in trouble for that. Somebody who created that image might see it and decide to go after you for that. They might decide to sue you for that. But if you use public domain images, nobody will sue you for that. So all I've been using are public domain images. So you can go and get a public domain image from website like this. It's called pixabay.com. You can do Unsplash as well. It's called unsplash.com. You can do pixels.com. You can do that. Those are free images as well. All right. Okay. So I've used a different, so I use Pixabay for mine. So you can see the lungs that I chose. All I did was I just typed in the word lungs, and that's what appeared. Okay. and I clicked on this to open it. You can type whatever you want, whatever niche you want to go into, you can type that and you can find images. There are tons of other websites you can get free images from, okay? And you don't have to give, attributions or credit for any of those pictures. So here I just click free download. I'm not going to download it again because I already have this like 3 times on my computer from my other photo editing things I was doing then. Okay, so I'm not going to redo this again. So it's already on my computer and it's already saved. So now back to this. When it's saved, all I did, I just brought it in here and I reduced the size of the image. Okay, now I want to give you the size of the image so you guys can be able to put it within your rectangular box. Okay, so the size of the image, it's going to be 3.29 by 2.5. All right, the height will be 3.29. Okay, the width will be 2.5. So if I click on this, you can see right here 2.5, the width, the height 3.29. Okay, and it's on its inches. If you're using Microsoft Word, it's the same. If I click on this and I go to picture format, it says the height 3.1 and 2.5. You can change that. Let me just make that 3.29. Okay, and .5. Okay, so that's what you get for that. All right, so now you can print on this, but before you print on this, we want to make sure it's a mirror image. All these have been set to as mirror images. Okay, I've set them already as mirror image. You can't print like this. If you print this like this, it's going to come out backwards. So your product will not look the way you want it to look. So you want to put it as a mirror image, and to do that is very easy. If you're using Inkscape, all you have to do is just go to this icon that says flip selected object horizontally, and you just click on it, and that's it. It's been changed to mirror image. All right, if you want to know this really works and this is it's a mirror image, let me just show you. I'm going to type something here. What am I going to type? Let's just type mirror. You won't see it yet. Let me increase this. Okay, so you type mirror. If I want to change this to mirror image, let's make sure this is mirror image. Okay, so I'm going to go and just click on that same flip selected object horizontally. Click on that. See, now it's become mirror image. So this is correct. All right. Okay. So let's go to Microsoft Word. For example, say you don't have, let me take all these pictures out so I can just show you guys how you can put the images in here, because Microsoft could be tricky on this. I really don't use Microsoft that much. I use PowerPoint, Inkscape, GIMP, and Paint.net for a lot of my work that I do. All right. So because I know Microsoft is popular with a lot of people, so I decided to try it out today. So I'm going to copy and paste. So Control C. I'm going to copy and paste to Microsoft. So I'm going to come here and I'll paste this, Control V. All right, so the first time you might do this, this image might be outside of the box and you might have issue trying to put it inside of the box. Okay, you might have a lot of issues trying to do that. Okay, because I didn't know how to do it, but I figured it out by right clicking, and you're going to go to wrap text, and you're going to do in front of text. So that's where you're going to click on. Okay, if it's not there, it's going to be hard for you to put it in the box. So you got to click on that in front of text. Okay, then you can have this and you can move it the way you want to move it. All right, so this is already flipped to horizontal. All right, so if I want to flip it to, okay, let me take it back to, let me do something here because I want you guys to, well, this will still work. All right, so right now it's flipped to mirror image because I copied it from this side. Okay, so now if you want to flip it back to normal, you go to layer. All right, right here, layer, layout, and you go to align. Not align, you go to rotate, sorry. Go to rotate, and you're going to look for flip horizontal. That's where you got it from. Okay, now it's back to normal. Okay, now you want to put it back to the mirror image. Okay, you go to that rotate and you put it back to mirror image. So now this is mirror image. So all you have to do, you just Control C if you're using PC or using Windows computer, or if you're using Mac, you can do Command C. Okay, and then you do Control V for PC users. For Apple, you can do Command V, and you can try and center it the best way you can, and do the same thing here. Okay. Okay, when you were done, now we're ready to print this on our transfer paper. Okay, we're ready to print this on the transfer paper. Let me make sure everything is good. All right. You're using a white paper on your cardstock, okay? You're using a white cardstock paper. I'm not doing black because I don't want to waste my ink, you know, printing a lot of black out of the, because if you want to do black, this entire, let me go back up here. If you want to do black, this entire rectangle will be black and this image will be white. Okay, that's how you can come up with my kind of design where the background is black and the color here of the image is white. And for you to do that, I can only explain that with Inkscape, because this let me take this thing out. This image here, because I've changed it to like a vector image, I can change the colors however I want using, because I use Inkscape for this. I can change the color however I want. And then maybe I can copy this and come to Microsoft and paste it, and it gives me the red color that I'm looking for. Okay? Okay. So now this kind of just messed up everything here, but that's fine because I'm not using this. I can just go and undo everything. Okay, but if you want that red color, this is how you do it. All right? This is how you'll be able to do that and get it fixed. All right, let me go back to normal. Okay, so now we're going to print this out. I'm going to take my transfer paper. I'm going to put it in my God, I can't talk. I'm going to put it in my printer. Okay, so from here on, I'm going to switch back to the camera, and you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, talk to you guys later. All right, guys, so this is the image. So it's been printed. using the heat transfer paper. Okay, so here is what I was trying to explain to you guys about the space that I left. Okay, this is the reason. This is your cardstock. These are the images, and the rectangular shape where the images are placed have to have a little bit of space for your cardstock so it can cover it. And this is what I meant. So I'm going to place this, and I'm going to show you guys what I meant. Okay, so right there, it covers the entire thing. Okay, I'm using one. I hope you guys can see it properly. Let me fix it again. So right here, you can see that you still have a little bit of space there, and the entire image is covered. Okay, the entire image is covered. Let me see if I can move this closer. So it's, oh Lord. Okay, you guys get a picture. So it's covered. So when we cut, we're going to cut in a way whereby we have enough space. So when this lays on top and we apply the heat on it, the image from the transfer paper will be embedded, will be transferred into the cardstock. That's how it is. All right, so I'm going to get my ironing board, and I'm going to get my pressing iron, and we're going to go to work. All right. All right, guys, so I've cut the two pieces that I need for this cardstock. So you will need to do a front and a back. Okay, that's what you need to do. So these are the two pieces that will represent the front and back, and both of them are mirrored image, so you can use that. Okay, I've set up my table here to do my iron on. Okay, so you probably will not see it because my phone is hanging on on something that is helping me to hold it, so I can use both of my hands. But this is what I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys the finished product on how this is laid. All right, but for now, I'm going to just give you guys, show you guys how it's done. So this is the front I'm going to use, and I'm going to line it up properly. So this box, the rectangle is going to help me out. Okay, so I'm going to line that up properly. Okay, so it's lined up properly. You can see right there. It's lined up properly. So I'm going to place it down. My iron is already hot and is ready to go. So I'm going to I'll make sure it's really where I want it to be. Okay, and it's covering the images, it's in there. All right, so I'm going to lay it down. Okay, I'm going to pick up my iron. Okay, and I'm just going to go on a circular motion while I'm exerting pressure on it. Okay, make sure your iron is very hot when you're doing this. Okay, or as soon as you feel like you're done, you take it out immediately. Okay, don't waste too much time. You got to take it out immediately. All right. Okay, I just took it out. All right, and I'll show you how it came out. Okay, so that's the first side. Now I'm going to do the second side. All right, so I'll face this down, pick up the second one, align it properly. Make sure it's where it's supposed to be. Okay. Now I do the same thing. All right, so that one is also peeled off. That's both of them. Okay, and this is your finished product. Right there, that's your finished product. It doesn't look bad at all. Okay, so the next thing you do is to just put a hole punch to have that opening for your string. Some of the ones that they buy now, they sell now, they already come with the opening so you can put a string on it. Okay, so that's exactly how you do this. That's exactly how you create a car air freshener. This, I can just put any fragrance oil that I want to, and I can hang this in my car or give this as a gift or start selling them. Okay, so that is it. If you have any question or any concern about this, let me know. If you haven't joined the group, the link to this group is in the description below. You can join the group and I will approve you as soon as I see your notification, okay, or I see your request. And please subscribe to this channel and like it, share it, give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't downloaded my templates that I give for for this tutorial, actually the description is down in the description, or the link is down in the description. You can use that link and you can get this templates, which is right here, and get these templates and you can start using it. Again, this template doesn't come with the pictures. You will have to put your picture. It just comes with the lines, so you can have that measurement, which gives you this perfect measurement actually. Okay, you can download that in the description below. And if you want to get the description of my or the template, sorry, why I keep saying description, so if you want to get the templates of my editable file for the design of my packaging, you can go on my website and you can buy that. Okay, that's only for $6. You can buy that there and you can start designing yours, and you'll be on your way to making cool air fresheners and start selling them. Thank you guys for watching and have a blessed day. Bye bye.